Hi everyone, my name is Amy. Welcome back to Create the Look. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make your very own fairy wing digital overlays for Photoshop. Now this tutorial is probably the easiest and weirdest way to create fairy wings, but you've got to embrace your inner weirdness. I know I cannot be the only one here who, when they were in elementary school, maybe even older, would sit in art class and would like put glue in their hands and let it dry and then like peel it off. That's exactly what we're gonna do today. So all you need are Elmer's glue, a black piece of paper, and your camera. You're gonna take your Elmer's school glue and you're gonna place it generously on your hand, as I've done here, and wait until it dries, which should take just a few minutes. Almost there. Okay, so you can see, well, you may not be able to see, but it's pretty much completely dry. So from here, you're gonna go ahead and very slowly peel it off. It's so weird, so satisfying, and so weird. Now just be careful that it doesn't stick together. Now with this piece of awesomeness, you have two options. So you basically take this as it is, put it on a black piece of paper or poster board, and then take a picture of it. Or you can cut it to shape. I personally would prefer to just erase and do what I need to do in Photoshop, which I'll also show you later, just because I like to be able to have the option to change it and to turn it into multiple things. So what I love about this tutorial, and as weird as it is the fact that each wing is going to be completely different. So if you have older kids that know not to eat glue, I don't have that. My toddlers will eat it. But if you have older kids that know not to eat glue, you can do this with them. It's super easy and simple to do. So once you've got your picture, I'll go ahead and head over to Photoshop and show you what to do with it next. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and open up our wings in Photoshop. I highly recommend, and I should have said this before, but I highly recommend that you shoot in RAW. It'll just allow you to create the proper adjustments here. And so I've already opened up the one that was not pre-cut. I'll show you both versions. This one is pre-cut, and I threw some fine glitter over it as well. So we'll just see what that looks like. We're just playing around. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring down my saturation. I'm gonna bring up my contrast and bring up my clarity. I wanna see all those little veins. So here you just kind of play around with your slider until you get the look that you're going for. So there's that one. And then we have our, creating a second layer, we're gonna go ahead and fill in the black everywhere else. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to my contrast. I'm gonna increase the contrast until the rest of that disappears. Perfect. So let's go ahead and test this out. We're gonna go ahead and copy, paste this onto whatever image you'd like to see it on. You're gonna change your blending mode to screen. So that's fun. She's got, like, basically, because of the glitter, her own pixie dust going on. We don't need to add it if we don't want to. And just using a black brush, you can get rid of anything you don't like. Change your placement. You can flip it upside down, create two wings, or horizontal. And this is where it was just the full piece of what we had. Now I love seeing all the little textures, and the reason why I came up with this idea is if any of you have seen Tinkerbell and Fairy Wings, all that good stuff, you'll see that every wing is different. It's almost like a fingerprint, and I was like, wow, you know, that makes sense. And a lot of the fairy overlays that you'll see even some of the ones that you pay for, are a lot like butterfly wings, which have all those tiny little details, the veins, the stripes, and doing that just by hand in Photoshop can be quite difficult. So doing it this way kind of simplifies that process. So from here, you can shape it and change it and do whatever it is that you like with it. I actually like having a bit of a raw edge. I feel like it makes the connection between the wings and the subject a little more real. So this one's obviously a little bit more clean cut than the one that was pre-cut. And I'm going to use my pixie dust that's available from my Etsy shop. I'll leave the link down below. It's just a little more on the glowy side. That's our super weird and super easy way to create your own fairy wing digital overlays for Photoshop. Make sure that you make those before Sunday. We're going to be creating our own Tinkerbell inspired photo using a digital overlay. If you like this video, please make sure that you subscribe, like, tag your friends, all that good stuff. Share it with the world. If you created it along with me, make sure that you use the hashtag #CreateTheLook2TOO, and I'd love to see what you create. Until then, we'll see you next time.